Thank you for attending our webinar, Refill Websites for Compounding Pharmacy. My name is Desmond Byrne. I'm from RX Mobility. In this webinar, I will introduce our brand new product, Refill Assistant Websites. It uses the same RX Mobility mobile app technology that we co-developed with PCCA. Refill Assistant Websites costs only $99 per month with a $99 setup fee. And again, I'm just going to wait for about 30 more seconds if more people have signed up to attend. I know you folk are busy, so let's just give them a couple more seconds. So for you, those of you who have just joined us, my name is Desmond Byrne from RX Mobility. I am going to introduce our brand new product, Refill Assistant Websites. Refill Assistant Websites cost only $99 with a $99 setup. If you have questions, please click on the questions tab on the screen and type in the question. I will get to the questions at the end of the webinar. Again, thank you very much for your time. As the name suggests, a Refill Assistant website, it's been optimized for pharmacies, providing a high-quality website with HIPAA-compliant forms for refills and script transfers, which are entered into an online portal where you can access these refills and transfers. This refill website costs $99 per month with a $99 setup. There is no minimum contract, no small print, and no gotchas. Currently, if you're looking for a website, there are really only two main options to get a website developed. You can either choose digital pharmacist or an agency, which provides website development or advertising type services. With the digital pharmacist, you get a homogeneous looking website, homogeneous branding. All digital pharmacist websites look the same or similar. There is no setup fee. The first month will cost, in the first year, the monthly price will be just over $300 a month. And generally you must buy a package, including things that you may not need or some items that you may not want. In the package minimum, you get a website, you'll get unlimited updates, and you'll have a 12-month contract. And after 12 months, the price does change, but it's still $200 plus. If you're looking for an integration between your pharmacy software and your website, an upgrade to Telemanager is required. The second option is to work with an agency, and generally an agency takes your brief and submits a proposal to you. The proposal generally comprises a custom design, a $5,000 plus setup fee, and I've even seen some advertising $8,000 setup fees. There will be additional hosting fees every year, plus additional charges to make updates. In the proposal, you'll get a bespoke offering, which comprises a website development, updates, including costs, and generally there's a development contract with 50% payable upfront. Integration to your pharmacy management software is usually via a form integrated into it. So there is a new option, and this third option is something that we've developed, Refill Assistant Websites. And we've spent a lot of time working with members about RX Mobility mobile app, and we've heard an awful lot of feedback about technology in the sector as a whole. And on top of that, we've analyzed nearly 100 different pharmacy websites. And we came to a conclusion about what was fundamental to a really good pharmacy website and what was not so important. And so what did we find when we analyzed these 100 websites? Well, firstly, a pharmacy website should look really, really good and should have a modern look and feel. It is, after all, the first port of call in an online digital environment, and it's an impression, the first impression that patients are going to see. The website should offer core functionality like refills and transfer scripts. Plus, it should tell patients about your people, about your services, and provide contact information. So, on the other hand, what may not be as important? For example, if if you don't write a regular blog, and by that I mean at least one per month, then you really don't need a blog. So why pay for it? And honestly, nothing looks worse on a website than a blog that was last updated 3 years ago. Or if you think a social feed without continuous and ongoing engagement is counterproductive, again, maybe you shouldn't have it on the site, and also should you really consider paying for it. So a Refill Assistant website offers customized branding for your brand. It's a $99 setup, a $99 per month charge, and choice, your choice. It's a modular concept with unlimited updates and no minimum contract. Plus, it offers native PK software integration, which I'll describe in a few minutes. Refill Assistant Websites is a modern, high-quality website. It loads really, really fast, which is good for Google search engine optimization and even better for patients, particularly when they're in a hurry. Plus, it looks great on any device, including iPhones, Android, iPads, tablets, and computers. In other words, it is a responsive website in the jargon. There is pre-written compounding pharmacy section covering all the main compounded treatments such as BHRT, LDN, thyroid, man's health, pediatrics, and veterinary, plus a section for physicians on how to write compounded scripts. There is a no headache HIPAA compliant hosting because the website is delivered as a service. Therefore, you don't need to be a technology expert. Refill Assistant Websites offers the core functionality of HIPAA compliant refills and a script transfer forms. Plus, these forms give you the information, both of these forms give you the information you need to process refills and transfer patient scripts. When patients submit these online forms, the information is transferred to an online pharmacy portal. This is a completely secure tool and is HIPAA compliant. Both refills and transfers are available to view and process in this pharmacy portal. You can also view the interaction between you, your pharmacy, and your patients, plus get statistics about online refills. The website construction is modular in format, meaning additional sections can easily be added at a low or no cost. These additional modules can be added to the core website if desired, things such as compounding, consultation forms, specialty, blog, email sign-up, supplements, EHR portal, etc. For example, you might decide that the core Refill Assistant functionality is required, plus you'd like to add a section for compounding, another to download consultation forms, and yet another for a blog. This is all possible. The compounding section is a one-off price of $99, but it's free to all PCCA members. And the addition of a blog only costs $99, and this is a one-time cost. In addition, the refill form can be configured to suit your pharmacy and your pharmacy's workflow. For example, there is an option whereby a patient can upload a photo of a script or a bottle label. This feature can also be removed if required. Both the delivery and payment methods can be modified to suit. For example, you may offer USPS postal service for an additional $5. This can be set up as a delivery option in a drop-down menu for the patient to select. The payment field can similarly be configured to suit your needs. And lastly, you can customize up to 2 fields to suit your pharmacy. For example, if you do a lot of BHRT, you may wish to suggest that patients order supplements with their refills. Or if you do a lot of veterinary, you may wish to highlight your flavor options. These configurations and the ability to configuration that refill form is all included in the price. If you use PK software to dispense, then the patient information in this portal can be integrated into your PK software workflow. The website checks with PK software whether the patient refill number and date of birth exist and are valid. If it is a valid script, the script is entered into the PK software to-do list. Relevant patient information is also entered into the portal. There is also a companion mobile app. This is a refill and a patient communication tool. At its simplest, a patient downloads the app for free. Once downloaded, the patient can become part of your automated workflows. Submit a script from the app, for example. Scripts then get entered into the to-do list in PK software. And the patient is automatically updated about the status of the script, for example, when it's dispensed. The patient gets a refill reminder automatically based in the day's supply in PK software. The pharmacy portal allows you to communicate with patients without using a phone call. There are tools in the portal to increase refill adherence, to communicate about scripts via two-way messaging, and to circulate marketing messages to patients. Getting started is really simple. We have a lot of different design options, and all you need to do is pick one, decide on the pictures that you like, and tell us your pharmacy's color. And then you just complete a form with details such as staff bios, tagline, and other content. You send us your logo. You can choose images and send them to us. And finally, you select the modules. For example, in this case, compounding content. Edits are really, really easy because we do them for you. Plus, you have unlimited edits. If you need to make a text change, you just tell us. If you need to make a photograph change, you just tell us. If you'd like to start, all you have to do is click on the sign up button that I'll send you after the webinar. If you don't like the website, the process, the refill forms, or even me, you can cancel because there is no contract. I'll open the floor to any questions. Please just type them in and I will endeavor to answer them as best I can. I have a question that someone had just had an agency create their site, and can we just use the refill portion of this? Yeah, I mean, that is possible. I can come back to you after the webinar. The refill portion, it sort of depends on exactly what you want to do, but yes, it is possible. If you were, for example, to buy the mobile app, then there is a refill portion or refill website form that you can integrate into an agency developed website. It's very easy for them to integrate it, and if you upgrade your PK software, then it can go into your to-do list. I hope that answers the question, and I'll try and get back to it better for you. We already have a digital pharmacist but aren't utilizing. We like the integration, and can we switch easily? Yeah, I mean, switching is easy. We're actually in the process of writing some transfer scripts. So, and in this case, scripts means computer code to actually facilitate the transfer from a digital pharmacist's website to a refill assistant website. So yeah, it would be relatively easy to do, and it is possible to do that. I have a question about already having a mobile app. And I'm just going to have a look at this. And we already have a mobile app with, I'm guessing, digital pharmacist. Yeah, in our case, the mobile app is elective. You don't have to buy it. You don't have to use it. You know, I guess the way I look at it is, you know, when I think about digital services for compounding pharmacies, I mean, the foundation is a website. That's the start point. And this is a start point, $99 website. If you want to optimize workflow, you know, in the lab, or improve efficiency in the pharmacy, maybe reduce phone calls, then it's time to think about a mobile app. And of course, if you want to, you know, grow the business in sectors such as LVN or BHRT, then it's sort of advertising, digital advertising solutions. But you know, it really depends. Do you have to purchase a PK interface for this product? No, you don't. It's not necessary to have PK. There is a complete portal at the back end whereby you can actually view all scripts coming in and script transfers. if you're using PK, but the website can be integrated into PK very easily. So it's elective. It's if you use PK, then you can integrate it, and if you don't have PK, that's fine. I mean, this standalone product. Anything else? Any other questions coming up? I mean, I have had a couple of questions previously, and I'll just there is someone who's asked me before, tell me about the contract, and I'll tell you about the contract. Look, there is no minimum contract. We do have T's and C's, things like, a digital pharmacist contract includes things about data and ownership. We've nothing like that because we're not interested in the data or the ownership of that data. Our main thing is that we have a fair use policy, around unlimited updates, and that's just fair use. Another question that's asked quite a lot, do I also have to buy the mobile app? No, it's completely optional. You do not have to buy the mobile app. I get asked about PK software integration a lot, and I think someone asked it earlier on, do you have to have PK? And the answer is no, but the website does integrate with PK if you wanted to. There is a minimum version of PK that's required. It's PK 6.0.1. I can send you the details straight after the call if required, and then that can be made to integrate with this website. I also get asked, will it integrate with the new PCCA software, the RxDispense? And yes, it can be, and it can be used at RxDispense. That's something that we're in the process of doing with PK software, because we're a technology partner with PK software. Generally, I get asked also about the modules, because it is a modular approach. Like we've tried to, in our analysis of those 100 sites, we try to figure out what modules do we think people will need. So things like some pharmacies like to blog, therefore it's a module. Some pharmacies are compounding, therefore it's a module. Some pharmacies do specialty, therefore we allow you to add specialty content. And just as a rule of thumb, simpler modules are generally just $99. That's it, once off. But there can be more complex things, and it may cost more. However, we'll always tell you that in advance. So they're the type of things. I have a question about the mobile app. Is the mobile app the only way to communicate with customers? Just 1 second, sorry about this. I just have to increase the screen size. Or is the mobile app the only way to communicate with customers, text or chat with, and HIPAA compliant? So that's a really good question. Yeah, like via the website, it's not possible to be HIPAA compliant and to communicate with somebody about a refill via an email. And in other jurisdictions, so outside the United States, it is possible to actually send information via email about refills, and that's doable on the website, but here it's not. So unfortunately, yes, the only way to really communicate in a HIPAA compliant manner with the patient via a two-way messaging tool via the mobile app. I mean, there are also HIPAA compliant email services, HIPAA compliant faxes that you can install. But in this instance, the mobile app does allow you to have two-way messaging between you and your patients, obviating the need to have a telephone conversation. What is compounding module? So good question. The compounding module is basically it's an overview of compounding. It covers all of the main. It's pre-written content, covers all of the main compounding areas: LDN, BHRT, men's health, how to write a compounded script, etc. And so it's about the service that you offer related to compounding. And as I said, it's something that is pre-written and installed on the website for free for all PCCA members. Is there any other questions? Okay, well, if there's no other questions, and I would like to say thank you very much, everybody, for your time. It is much appreciated. I will send everybody a link to the video, and I'll send you more details after this webinar. So thank you very much, everybody. Much appreciated, and talk soon. Take care and bye-bye.